Hi guys, welcome back to Journey2Med. My name is Hazal.
And my name is Liddy.
And today we're going to be doing a video on our interview experience at BARTS in London. So as you guys know, we are both first year medics at BARTS in London, and we've done a lot of videos on interview tips as well as our interview experiences at all the other different universities that we applied to. However, the day has finally come. We are doing a video on our experience at BARTS in London. We're going to tell you guys how it was and also when we received different types of information from the university.
Before we start, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can be on top of the videos that we upload in the future.
This was probably my second worst interview.
This was also my second worst interview.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we're not going to complain or anything, we're just going to be brutally honest with how everything went with you guys. Yeah. We really love the university that we're at right now. We love the course.
I actually really love it. Yeah.
There's nothing that I would change. Like the interview experience was really funny.
Yeah. Now to look back on, it's funny.
Yeah, I feel like if we didn't get in, that's not funny. That's traumatic.
But yeah, like just to give you guys a bit of a backstory, like everyone says your BARTS interview is going to be the most chill one. It's like a conversation. It's so calm. Like you're gonna come in, come out smiling, happy. Like you've got the offer in the bag. That's what everyone says. So that's what I prepared myself for.
Maybe we thought.
And other people had that experience in our year group. Yeah. Other people had that experience.
But before we get into it too much, let's rewind a little bit.
So we heard back from Queen Mary, BARTS in London on the 5th of December. Which is when they gave us an interview invitation.
Yeah.
And we both got it on the same day. And then our actual interview was on
the 23rd of January. And weirdly enough, me and Hazal had the same panel, and it was like the timings in which we received was like one after the other. So it was a thing where I'd go in for my interview, and then 2 minutes afterwards Hazal would go in for her interview with the same people. Weird.
Because there were 6 panels in the room. The room was divided into 6, and there were 6 panels.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
And we were both panel B. She went in, came out, I went in. It was, the coincidences aren't, it's mad.
Definitely.
Yes.
So leading up to the interview, we were doing our prep, and from BARTS in London, you receive like an article to read. This can be on anything, on the latest NHS topic, on just things concerning healthcare, and you're meant to do research on it and just prepare to receive questions from it. So in terms of that, our top tips would just be get someone to prepare questions for on your behalf. So Hazal prepare questions for me, I prepare questions for Hazal, and we'll just do back and forth practice like that. And we would prepare based on a set of questions that we've made, but we do it spontaneously and try to think on behalf of the interviewer, and that really helped us to prepare for the day.
And also it's useful if you can get a teacher to prepare questions and also test you on the article, because they can think more like the interviewer, because they know more around the topic usually. So if you can do that, that would also be useful. So
it's a 20-minute panel interview, and you receive some basic questions on, you know, the typical interview questions about you as a person, what you've been involved in, your skill set, all of that. And
your personal statement as well.
Yeah, your personal statement as well. They have it in the interview.
Yeah, they're looking at it like they're asking you questions from this sentence. So know your personal statement like the back of your hand. Listen, and you will get into it, but yeah.
And then they also ask you questions in the article. So on the day, I was like to Hazal, let's get an early train because there are always delays, and Hazal was like, no, whatever, but I was like, no, we need to get the early train. We got the early train, and even that was delayed, so it's such a good thing that we didn't get a train that would have corresponded with the time we meant to be there. Like we planned to get there early.
We planned to get there so early, and I'm so happy we did.
Definitely. And even when we got to London Liverpool Street, there were delays there as well. Oh my gosh,
there were delays everywhere.
Transport was such an enemy of progress that day. I didn't know what was going on. Transport was really bad that day. Are you going to continue?
But yeah, so we got there, and when you go in, they take you into a waiting room. So all the interviews happen in the Garrett building. I'm sure you guys, even if you don't know about it, you all know about it. But yeah, it happens in the Garrett building, and because we've been there before for like practice interview courses with Samda, it was kind of weird. It was like surreal. But anyway, we got there, they put us in a waiting room.
Yeah.
And there were lots of different students, like student ambassadors as well as
other aspiring medics,
other aspiring medics like us in the same room, and there were refreshments as well. It was cute. There were drinks, biscuits.
Yeah.
That was all cute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so the student ambassadors are really helpful. They're trying to talk to everyone, not necessarily about the interview, but also trying to get your mind off it, try to speak to you as a person. Oh, which area are you from, and things like that. It was really nice.
They were really chill, like they made me calm down so much.
Yeah.
It was like proper conversations, and it actually seemed like they cared, so
definitely
that was good also.
So everyone knew the allocated times of the interview, so when it was my time, they kind of like called us as a group, and then we went to one section. And a student ambassador took us down, and so I was like, good luck, good luck.
Like, yo.
Separated, I was like, no. But they took us down, and the student ambassador was really helpful. Told us to stay calm, it will be fine and everything. So we went into the waiting room, and guys, I told you guys in my previous interview experience video, if you want to talk to people while you're waiting, it's your decision, because some people prefer to prepare their mindsets and prepare themselves as people for what's to come. Other people are really chatty and might even be calm by socializing. So I vary. In Kiel, that was cool, that was okay. However, BARTS in London, because it's my first choice, I was really nervous. I just needed my own space. And honestly, I think it's really nice to be approachable and speak to those around you. But there was this one aspiring medic that just wouldn't stop talking, and it was really distracting because I was trying to be in a little positivity bubble. They weren't negative, but they were talking too much, and yeah, so that made me a bit.
Okay, so the panel interview is made up of one like professional, like doctor.
Yeah, it could be a doctor, it could be a physiotherapist.
Yeah, just someone from like the field, and then it's usually a staff member, and then also a medical student, so like a third year, fourth year. So the medical student will come to get you, like once they've taken the 6 students down by the student ambassador, the medical student will come to get you and take you to the specific panel that you're meant to be at.
Yeah, so they come, they're like, oh, who's at A? You know, you put your hands up, you go. Oh, was it C or B?
B.
Yeah, so who's at B? I was like, me, you know, hi, nice to meet you. Take you to the panel now. I was calm, I was okay, you know, got myself into, you know, straight back, sitting up straight, ready to tackle the interview and get that offer. So there were 3 people on the panel. There was someone in the health field, a member of staff, and a medical student, like Hazal said. So the interview was going fine. I was speaking to the member of staff, and she was really nice, giving me questions. Oh,
just to add quickly, the member of staff is actually now our head of year.
Head of year. She's our head of year now. How
Can you
crazy
imagine?
Is that? Oh my god.
She's like, we saw her on the first day, and I was like, didn't she interview us?
Yeah, she interviewed us.
And I was just like, that's so weird.
Literally.
But anyway,
yeah. And then it got to the person in the middle, the second guy. He's a doctor at the Royal London. And quite frankly, I just felt like in the most nicest way possible.
I'm actually
it was like he was out to get me. I'm not even being dramatic. It wasn't even a thing where he was showing no emotion. He didn't look like he was encouraging. No, he was abrupt. He was cutting me off. He made me feel like everything I said was stupid. He spoke to me in such a patronizing tone. Like, he asked me a question and I answered it, and then he looked at me like, what did you just say? And then he was like, okay, but in other words, what else could it be? Like, he spoke to me like I was a bit silly, and it was so unsettling. It wasn't a nice feeling at all. But I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna fit negative. I'm just gonna say it's fine. You know, he's doing this to challenge me. He's pushing me because, you know, he's like, oh, this is a good student. Everything. I was forcing positivity down my throat, because the minute I fit negative thoughts, I will start stuttering, start forgetting words, all of that, and I didn't need that. The medical student was really nice. She was quite comforting. She made up a bit for the shambolicness that happens with the doctor in the middle. And she asked me a few questions about extracurricular activities, and I answered it. She was like, wow, like, well done. She smiled at me, and that is sometimes a smile from someone in the panel is really comforting. And yeah, so that finished. I didn't expect that. I set up my mind that it was going to be a beautiful little fairy tale interview because of what everyone says, like, oh, BARTS interview is calm, but that wasn't the case. So I was a bit traumatized after that. I was a bit traumatized. And then I went back up to the waiting room.
Okay, so imagine I'm in the waiting room, and I know I'm after Liddy, and in my head it's like, Liddy's gonna come out, I'm gonna see her smile, it's gonna be perfect.
I know. Oop.
And then it's like, I'm checking the time, and she comes out, and I just look at her and I smile, and she's like, she's like, did a smile?
Like, you know that smile with like your eyes when you want to cry, but you're smiling like.
And I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Why is she not happy? And I was like, is this a happy smile? Is this not? I was like, but no, it can't not be a happy smile because this is meant to be BARTS, the calm interview, the conversation, the one that goes so easily. And I was like, wait. If Lily feels like that, how am I gonna feel? So I was just like, no. But okay, I was like, okay, whatever. It's fine. We've got this. Lily's one went well. Because obviously, I want Lily's one to go as well as my one did because I want both of us to get in. So it's just like, but anyway, I go into the interview. Again, the medical student comes to get me. And I know I was a bit nervous. I just remember being a bit nervous because even though it was my last interview, I still wanted to make sure I got it. Because you never know how your other ones are going to go. But yeah, I went in and then he introduced himself. The doctor that oh gosh, anyway. So, and then the medical student and the staff member also introduced themselves, and he started off asking his question about the article. Calm question, answered it. It's a question I had prepared for, which was good, and answered it, whatever. And then he got to my personal statement, and now I thought I knew my personal statement inside out. However, this guy picked on two of the smallest details. I'm talking minuscule, I'm talking that much. He picked on that and he dragged it across the earth. This guy was like, okay, so you said this and this and this. And I was like, no. And then he was like, tell me how you did this. I explained it. And he was like, no. How actually do you do this? I was like, oh, answered. I was like, that was bad. I was like, why does he care so much about something so small? But anyway, and the other two filled in with good questions. They asked me about extracurricular activities and also like why BARTS. I can say that. Yeah, why BARTS. And yeah, they were good. They were nodding and smiling, which made me happy. So whenever he was making me feel bad, I'll just turn to the other two, smile, they'll smile back. I think they knew that he was being difficult, so it made me happy. But yeah,
and then it's not all in your head.
Yeah, I came out and then me and Liddy just started laughing. I remember we just started laughing.
Yeah,
and then we had the tour to go on around the campus. They took us on that tour. I didn't want to be on that tour. I was just like, just let me go home. I just need to, just think about how that went. And the whole tour, I was just like, I don't want to see this. But yeah.
Yeah, but after the interview, we were like, oh my god, what did you say? Discuss questions, which I don't think is the best thing to do because it just brings up your anxiety. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to hear back from the university the week or the day before. Yeah. But yeah, after that, we got our morale back up, gave each other. And
it was good to know that like we had similar experiences. So like one of us weren't going crazy. It was like the same. So it was just like, okay, that means he was just being a bit annoying, but it's cool. We've got this. So many positive words were thrown at each other because we tried to bring up our morale. We went shopping after that.
Yeah. So yeah, it was all good in the end because it ended up getting that far on
8th of March. So on the 8th of March.
At the same time. So.
Yeah, same time again. Yeah. But even getting the offer was long, but yeah, really happy we got it. Really happy we're here. And even though the interview process was a bit unexpected, I guess, I'm still happy with how it went, I guess, because I am here.
Really hope that you enjoyed our BARTS interview experience video. For everyone who has BARTS coming up, you might not necessarily get the same panel, so honestly don't worry, don't let it make you nervous or put you off or anything. We just wanted to be honest with our interview experience because we still got the offer even though we didn't have the same, even though we didn't have the best interview experience, so it's honestly not that deep. Yeah, literally our interview experience is like an anomalous result. Yeah, because everyone else's goes really well. I don't know what we did to deserve this, but like we still got the offer, so don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Definitely. So yeah guys, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe and turn on your post notifications. We'll see you guys next week for our video. Bye.